Yes, Denise Fitzpatrick. As many know, I don't know, I'm an advocate for the mentally ill and also the homeless in regards to illegal housing discrimination. I am a fighter for civil rights, and I'm definitely for fair housing. I am sitting out here on my porch this morning, on my back porch, due to the noise above my head. This is a house and the basement apartment. There's another person who lives on the other side. These people that live on the other side are people who uh, do not like to speak up. They're in fear of it. They feel like, well, somebody moved me in. I didn't have to pay a rent or deposit. I was homeless, blah, blah, blah. I would just take whatever just to have a place to live. Uh, these people are very uncomfortable as well with the noise. I have proofs of that. I have proofs of them saying that it's very noisy and bothersome to them as well. But yet they are the kind of people that are, I call pushovers, because when we don't stand up for what is right, then we allow the bad to keep going. I understand because I myself have taken certain things, taking the noise for a length of time, and other things that are in violation of the Fair Housing Act, Fair Housing Amendment Act of 1988, that are violations of the implied warranty of habitability, that are violations of the covenant of quiet enjoyment, violations of the state's landlord tenant laws and ordinances, violation of housing code, building code ordinances. And and I myself have taken, or in this case, for reasons well warranted, of taking certain things, trying to uh, hope and pray that they get worked out before I have to go forth with serious legal action in violations of those laws that I just mentioned. As victims of illegal housing discrimination, I have defeated a government entity due to violations of the Fair Housing Amendment Act of 1988, Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, and other laws. When housing discrimination is proven in a court of law, as ours was, constitutes a civil rights violation. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that right now. And I have videos made. I have uh, a book that's getting ready to be published about civil rights violations of fair house against fair housing. The damages that me and my son have experienced have been beyond words, and still do, because we now, due to the illegal housing discrimination, and later on I will talk more about how the illegal housing discrimination initially has led to more illegal housing discrimination, such as the noise over our head, which is a violation of the uh, breach of the implied warranty of habitability. The implied warranty of habitability says that a landlord is implying, before you rent a place, in order for him to collect money, he's implying that a place is safe, decent, quiet enjoyment, and all of that. And when that isn't the case, then he has breached that warranty. Also, uh, when a landlord implies that the conditions are up to standard in regards to the laws, housing, building codes, as the laws I've mentioned, when he's implying that, and he moves a person in or continues to take rent, knowing at the time that he rented the place that there are violations, then a tenant does not have to give him notice, oral or written, because he knows when he moves you in, he already knows about those violations. So again, I am sitting here on the back porch. I have come out here because the noise above my head is bad, and I come out here, and as many times I've made videos and I've come on the porch to try to keep from, you know, but that's why I'm out here again this morning, because the noise above my head is ridiculous. There's dropping of, sounds like bowling balls. There used to be a dog that barked all the time. I don't know if he's still up there or not, but I don't hear him much now. I don't hear him at all. It got less. And then the barking of the dog doesn't seem to be the problem now, as of now. But there must not be carpet on that floor because the scooting, the chairs, the table in the morning now, there is a dropping, a rolling of balls. It sounds like bowling balls. There are two children there that haven't been in school because of the pandemic. And from time to time, you'll hear them. They're not allowed outside to play or anything, so they're used upstairs as a playground. This is all above our heads here now, and you hear them running and jumping and playing, and the walls apparently are too thin. The walls, the ceiling, which I have to address now as an advocate to the appropriate enforcement agencies, that when apartments are rented under the basement, very pretty apartments, but when they're rented under a main, the main part of the dwelling, that there needs to be the proper insulation, because what it does, it creates tension between the tenants, and then you have to make these complaints that you otherwise would not have to make. And so that's what's going on today. I want to say this on this video, that if anyone is listening to this bill comes to, because this is a small YouTube page, I don't have very many participants, I don't have subscribers, I don't have very many views or any likes. I wish I had more. But as time goes along with the promotions that I'm planning on doing, then I intend to get those millions and those thousands and then those millions of views, because these kind of things need to be exposed for fair treatment for all people and civil rights for all people regardless of color. So again, if you are listening to this or come to listen to this, then leave me a reply as to, especially if you're a victim of uncomfortable conditions, that want to collaborate with me or what have you, or just want to have questions about some things that you'd like to get the answers to, then just leave me a reply and I will get back with you. And also, if you would subscribe to the channel, but if you don't, you don't. But this is here to expose some things and to help others in regards that may be experiencing the same or similar things. Again, I am Denise Fitzpatrick, fighter for civil rights, an advocate for the mentally ill and also the homeless in regards to illegal housing discrimination, a person for fair treatment overall. Have a good day. Goodbye now.